Hey everyone, welcome back to beautiful sunny Southern California, and today we're going to do a quick unboxing and review of the Anker SoundCore Mini, which I just got yesterday. And I actually opened this already and repacked it so you guys can see how it came. Here it comes in this plastic wrapping, and you have just the plain blue box that we can take out here. And it's got the nice signature Anker logo, and then we have some nice friendly messages, which I give credit for Anker doing. They always have their boxes with their little messages on it to make you feel good and try to connect with you a little bit as a customer. So we open this up, and we have the actual speaker right there in the white wrapping, which kind of just pops right out. Let's take this out of the box. And the speaker itself is nice and small. I think it's a little over 2 inches on each side, and it's obviously it's got a little bit of weight to it. It's not too bad. We'll go over the features in a second. I'm going to put it to the side here. Inside the box we have a welcome guide, which is basically your instructions, and this kind of shows you all the features, etc. Although it's written in like 9 different languages, so you got to kind of find yours. And then we have over here we have this little happy or not happy. So they're kind of giving you a choice there of which one you are. So, alright, you notice that I have this also. I have the Jbl Clip here. I took out my Jbl Clip because, or it's actually I think the Clip Plus, because it was a speaker that I had that is probably closest in size to the Anker, and I wanted to show you how they compared to each other, and we'll do that in a little bit. So let me get rid of the box here, and we'll show the speaker a little bit better. As you see, it's got got a nice hard plastic finish. Here we have the play button. We have volume up and down. Has a nice metal grill on top with the Anker logo, and here we have the power button over here. So we switch that on, and you have the blue power light that comes on over here. We'll turn that off for a second. Well, we'll leave it on. And then there's a few other things we have on here. We have the micro SD card slot over here. We have the connector here for the USB, for the micro USB for power. And then here we have an audio jack. And then we have over here this M button, which I think stands for mode. If you press this, and I tried this actually before, and it does work, but it's a little bit awkward to use. This is an FM radio, and if you have your USB cable connected to the side over here, and then what happens is you will get this light on as you're charging, but then you can press this, and it actually gives you like onto an FM radio mode. So let me press this and see if I can get it to go on now. It's not working. Oh, there it goes. Yeah. So here we go. This is actually radio, and so as you see, you can get FM radio reception. You heard it sound there. It actually sounds pretty good. But it's a little awkward because there's no display. So when you want to do the radio, what you do is first you have it search, and it scans all your channels and loads in the channels you have, and then you can press the button to go from channel to channel, but you don't know what channel you're on because there's no display. So you just sort of have to go until you find the music that you want that's playing. So it's nice to have. I don't know how often I'll use that or not, but I guess it's a nice thing to have. So that's that's basically it. Down here you have like this rubber surround here. This is for the bass that keeps it from sliding around, and this actually does produce some decent bass for its size. I mean, I was actually pleasantly surprised. So I wanted to show you what it sounds like when it's starting up and when it hooks into Bluetooth. So I'm going to turn it off again just for a second, and then we are going to start it back up so you'll hear the turn-on tone. Okay, so now it's on. We'll place that right there so you can see it nice. And just for size comparisons, by the way, this is my coffee cup, so you can see it's nice and small. I believe it's 2.6 inches around. All right, so we're going to turn my Bluetooth on and see if this pairs up. There we go. So now we're all paired up, and let me see if we'll hit the volume here a little bit. Okay, there we go. So that's all the way up. That's when you start hearing that sound, and then we are going to find some music to play. And like I said, we're going to do some clips here of some pop songs that I had put together. This is about 3/4 volume. Put a little bit louder. So I think you heard there, it's got pretty good sound. It's got pretty punchy bass, and mids and highs are clear. It is a little directional. I mean, if I had pointed the speaker towards you, you'll see it does get clear, because it does have a little bit of the high side, so it disperses the sound pretty well up top. And if you're walking around the room or whatnot, you hear it fine. But we're in such close proximity right here with the camera that maybe it's not the best directional. Now what I wanted to do is I wanted to actually do a little comparison with the Jbl Clip Plus that I have here. This is the speaker that I have that is probably the closest in size and capability to this new Anker. It's more expensive. It's about 35 bucks now. This is not the current model. The current model I think is the Clip 2, which is like 50 or 60 bucks. I think you'll see that they have comparable sound. This is a little less directional because I think because it has the lower side, it's a flatter speaker, so especially because of the speaker placement here, it might sound, I'm not sure if it's going to come across. What I hear when I hear them is that they both have similar levels of bass response, similar levels of loudness, and as far as a soundscape, but the Anker tends to sound cleaner. It seems like the instruments, or you can hear the separation better, and it's less muddy, especially as it gets a little bit louder. I'm not sure if it's going to come across, but we'll try it. I might point the speaker a little bit so that you hear it cleaner, because like I said, because this is sort of a little higher, it might not be facing the sound might be not going to the camera as much. But let us play the JBL. We're going to do just a short little clip. I did a trim of some no copyright music, and let me just turn this on. There we go, and that should connect. I think it just did. And then we are going to go play some music. There we go. There, just connected. All right, so I'm just going to play a little bit of this, and I think you'll see that they have similar levels of bass response. I'll have to see if the volumes are the same. I think they're both at maximum, or maybe not quite. But there, that is. And let me see. This is a maximum. All right, let me see here. Here we go. That was the JBL, and it's got pretty punchy sound. This has always been a good speaker. It's probably the best in this this form factor. So now let's switch over to the Anker, and like I said, it might not be as loud because of the directional. I might have to face it towards the camera a little bit. Let's see how it goes here. But they have similar sounds and similar loudness. And even though I'm not sure it's going to come across, maybe if you're wearing headphones and you're listening to this, they actually have similar bass response, and they have a similar amount of kind of punchiness. But let's go back to this and go to the beginning. So I mean that's a nice punchy sound. I mean that wasn't even full volume. That was like about 3/4. So I definitely recommend it. It's a really nice little speaker for 21 bucks on Amazon right now. You can't go wrong. Like I said, it's like 30 or 40% less than the JBL, which goes for about $35 to $40. And this is like the older, this is the model that would be comparable, I guess. And then another thing. Also, actually, that I'm looking at it, I think this is actually aluminum, not plastic. I think I said it was plastic before. It does have this. It looks like it's all aluminum. Maybe the bottom, I can't really tell. It looks like this is aluminum, this is aluminum. The bottom, probably, I'm not sure. There's also a little space around the bottom, which is interesting, because there is a passive radiator on the underside. So you have a driver on top. I'm not exactly sure how big the driver is. It's probably like a 40 millimeter, 38, 40, 42. I don't think it's 50. It's probably in the 40 range. And then there's a passive radiator underneath it. If you look at like the diagram, let me put in the diagram that they have for the internal structure. It's posted on Amazon. Some other things that I forgot to mention: you can change tracks by pressing by long pressing the play button over here. This stops and starts it, and also if you hold it for 2 seconds, it changes tracks. And I think that about does it. So I think this is definitely a for the dollar, for 21 bucks, you can't go wrong. It's portable, it's light, it's got really punchy sound. You heard it's got some really punchy bass there, and it's very clear. And battery life is awesome. Like I said, it could be up to 15 hours, is what they say. And like I have not charged this since I got it. I mean, it came pre-charged in the box, and I played it for 3 or 4 hours last night. I've probably been playing with it today for an hour, which if you include this video and everything. And it's still going strong, and I haven't even charged it yet. And so I wouldn't be surprised if it does get to 15 hours. I think it has an 1800 milliamp battery. So let's take the JBL out here and take a little bit closer look at the SoundCore Mini. Let me see if we can get that in focus there. It's a nice little unit. I mean, it's got very clean lines. I don't know if this is like laser cut or whatever, but it's very precise. There's no imperfections. It's got a nice gloss and shine to it, and it doesn't really pick up fingerprints that much, which is good. A lot of these do. On the bottom, you have this sort of the sticky foundation, to make sure it doesn't bounce around, and then the power light. And overall, for 21 bucks. This is a steal. This is a really good speaker. So there you go. It's the Anker SoundCore Mini. I definitely give it a recommendation, and I will put the link below. Please stop by the forums and subscribe to the channel. And thanks a lot for watching, guys.